Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Hello.
Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram,
Hello.
Shri
Hello.
Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Make it cry.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Yes, what is the topic?
May sadhana be the topic.
Yeah.
Sadhana.
Sadhana, Swamiji.
Sadhana.
Some
Explanation
about
explanation of sadhana.
No, sadhana.
Yeah, but
Sadhana.
it's okay because
Sorry.
Sadhana, generally speaking, a spiritual discipline by which we try to move towards the awareness of the spirit is within us. Sadhaka is the person who does it, and the methodology is called sadhana. So for that, first of all, there is no fixed, layout for this. It can happen in non-traditional way also. You happen to hear something from somebody you get enthused. You meet somebody, you get enthused. You hear somebody talking about somebody, some approach that could trigger. So in what way he makes it possible for us, nobody can say. So we would say that there is no fixed definition for sadhana. The only thing is sadhana is a methodology by which we try to become aware of the presence of the spirit within us. At the moment we are not aware. We are only aware of our personality. So the spirit behind the personality, which is called Atman, so that through, in a mysterious way, we would say, mysterious way, God arranges for us to get started. In the case of Papa, we found that successive failures that made him to think. In Ramana Bhagwan's case, one death at home. Like that, there could be some instrumental causes. By and large, in Indian tradition, nowadays it is not there, we can understand. But previously, when we were all children, it was there. Every house there will be a puja room, photos of some deity, some Mahatmas, and every day evening, after we come back from the school, after our play, mother will say, wash your hands and feet and come. And then we all sit, and she will lead the bhajan, some slogas, something like that. These are no explanation, why are we doing it? Nobody will ask also. Early morning when we have our bath, before we go to school, before we go for breakfast, mother will ask us to go to the puja room and do pranams, put some vibhuti, prasad. In that way, slowly something about a higher power that is being injected into us. And later on, at a particular time, God will also arrange another incident by which we meet a Mahatma or somebody will say something and you get enthused. Then you try to follow what they say first. Then you find you don't reach anywhere. Then you start going deeper into any Mahatma's teachings whom you feel connected. And that slowly gives you a methodology. Initially you will try to follow what somebody says. When it is not yielding the result, then you will make your own. It will be out of frustration also. I have been doing this, I don't get anything, there will be frustration, so many things. But then now sitting here and then we will look back our own life, we will find such things are also given by him to make it more and more serious. And then mysteriously he will give us the diet. It is not that we are for it. He will give us the prompting, he will facilitate outside. We will happen to go through some teachings of somebody, some approach of somebody. Everything will be available, but you will not get enthused. One approach you might get enthused. One Mahatma also might influence. Very rarely only people who directly go without any intermediary. After some time, you find it won't be a cakewalk. It is an uphill task because none of us are full-timers. In the midst of our various activities, we have also included this. And in our activities outside, we are subject to associate ourselves strongly with our rights and wrongs, likes and dislikes, preferences, priorities, our attachment, our cravings, our infatuation, everything will come. So that will have its own influence in our thinking process. we are also trying to bring this. So there will be a tussle. We will not reach. But at the same time, we have faith in the words of masters, scriptures. Somewhere it should click, it's not clicking. But then one fine morning he will make us to realize that our thrust is more and more on activities that are apparently not connected with sadhana. We go to ashrams, we meet a saint there, we ask him certain questions. He may give us some answer. Some may be convincing, some may not be convincing. But when once you get convinced, then your perspective changes. These are all the things when we look back, we try to understand what is sadhana. There is no fixed route. Nobody can define this is sadhana. Okay, you can define like this. A conscious effort is being made to become aware of the spirit within us, ultimately.
You come nearer.
So, on sadhana, I would like to know if I'm cooking every day as a discipline, cleaning my house and doing everything to maintain my body, my being, will that be considered a part of sadhana?
नहीं
She said, if I'm cleaning my house, looking after my body,
100%.
then
Then it is not a part-time affair.
No. It has to be every day.
That means the sadhana, you are right. The sadhana should enable us, the previously defined sadhana, which apparently separates itself from the common run of our duties. Then slowly we try to integrate.
Yeah.
And then sadhana is not independent.
Separate.
Everything is advanced stage. When you keep this also, there will be a touch of love, a touch of perfection, touch of gratitude, touch of dedication. Then it is slowly entering into us. Though we may not tom-tom or we may not define in that way, everything becomes a sadhana then. That is the ultimate we have to reach. He is not only in a particular discipline, he is not only in a particular deity, not only a particular way of approach like bhajan, nama chanting or this or that. All these things are available sources, but basically the spirit within us. And he is with us and he has been with us. Whether you do the worldly duty or a commercial duty or what you call official duty or a social duty, or a labeled spiritual activity, he is there. That. He is with us, he has been with us. He is not taking off when we are involved in something else, no. When that slowly percolates, every activity becomes a part of our sadhana. It should percolate. Ultimately, we have to demolish this barrier. Sadhana and non-sadhana, no. But initially, it may be difficult, that's all. That is why Papa used to say, though he wanted all of us to remember him through chanting, that would be the easiest. He also cautioned us, outer activity should be compatible with inner aspiration. Inner aspiration is to become aware of his presence. So whatever I do at home, in the office, with friends, it should be conforming to this. Not separate. When you go, that is a mistake, unfortunately, we all commit. We go to the office, temple, we go to ashram, we meet a Mahatma, we spend some time there and come back. We think these are all spiritual sadhana. Rest of the things are non-spiritual. So So, and most of our time is on non-spiritual, the declared. So the influence will be very less. Suppose a conscious effort is made to integrate the first preconceived notion about the spiritual to the actual life. Anything and everything.
Swamiji, I have one question. At work, we do our routine with as much empathy and seeing God in everyone. We try. We are not always successful. We are not always conscious, but we try. But then, if a time comes where your bosses have impatience about some people and they put you in charge of those people, expecting you to take action out of their impatience. Now you are a little bit in a dilemma what to do. On one side, you will be perceived as not put there to take action, but you are not taking action. Another side, you may take action which may not be right also. What thoughts should come in this?
These are all common problems that we all face. But when we intensely pray, clarity will come. Spirituality also includes dharma. Dharma means code of conduct, the law of being. For any individual as well as an institution, whether it is commercial or non-commercial, it has to have a dharma. And people are taken to continue the dharma. While trying to go through the dharma, in the ordinary language we call it as disciplinary action. See, there the individual is not important. Your dharma is when your boss says or your company says that this has to be done. That is the dharma. Because if that is not there, the establishment will not be there. So you are only executing the dharma. The individual is only a nimitta there. If that maturity we should reach, so that we act according to the dharma, keeping our relationship with the creation intact. It will come to any institution, even in ashram it will come. If somebody behaves, suppose gets drunk and somebody comes to the ashram, we cannot permit him to come inside. Though God is there in him also. But how do we deal with it? We don't allow him to come. And then after 1 or 2 days when he comes in a passive, do you think this is the place where you can come? People come for peace here? And he will understand. That means we don't have anything against him. We are only exercising the dharma, the being, it should be, otherwise what will happen? So we take action. But at the same time, many such things happen here also. That means the individual is separated from this. So that means we should have a clear-cut concept about spirituality. Not merely what has been defined, but also we get evolved in this and then we try to understand everything in the right perspective. Spirituality includes that also. Lord Krishna could have easily averted the war. But to show us this, he also became a driver. He made him to do that. All these things will not come out if we just does like this. According to what we understand from mythology, the one Sudarshan Chakra will finish everything. But to show dharma. Dharmo rakshati rakshita. There is a. So dharma means that is also spirituality. Because in the common working. If you are retiring to a cave, if you are retiring to solitude, you don't need all these things, okay. Either you will starve or you won't, you will accept whatever that is given and no more interaction with the society. But that is not the case of everybody now, no? You have heard that was there. Probably about 60 years back, 100 years back, it must have been there. Now we don't know such thing. We are very much with the society, whether you adore this or not, whether you are in an ashram or not. So you have to go along with there are statutes there, you have to follow the statute. So spirituality includes that also, duties. Duties are also included as spirituality. So we get a comprehensive idea about spirituality. You said that we try to see God. No. It is not that we are trying to see God. We try to see God if we have a clear-cut perspective about God. And the clear-cut perspective is the spirit behind it. The individual with whom you make me to contact, you have done it, but you at the same time prompt me to take an action against him, against the particular work. That's all. You have the dialogue always in you. Yesterday we were telling, the last one.
It's in the book.
There are 3 ways to handle this. There could be many ways. 3 ways just came. First, pause before responding. Even a few seconds of inner pause creates space between the reaction and the response. In that pause, remind yourself, this person is also placed here by the same power that placed me. The reaction may still be there, but it loses its authority. When you said God and this person or this situation or this object, either of these 3, person, object or situation, no? That is, we react to any of these 3. So this person or this object or this situation is also placed here by the same power that placed me. So I pause. What am I to do? And then I act. That means I have given space for them, for that dimension also. The second is shift from judging to witnessing. When we see others as expressions of the same divine order, our role changes from that of a judge to that of a witness. Prompting comes, you do that. You are witnessing that also. You are not vitiated by all your preconceived notions about your biased attitude or your attachment. Nothing. We need not approve or agree with everything, but we can stop dismissing or devaluing anyone. We recognize him. Third, offer your reactions to the master. Instead of fighting the mind, acknowledging its limitation and surrender him, say inwardly, this reaction is mine, but the awareness of it is yours. Okay, I have to act. But if you are not there, how can I act? So the onus is shifted on him. And the moment we bring him into the picture, mysteriously he guides and we are free from any taint.
Correct. That is the important one.
So for that, you cannot practice it when you are reacting. During your pause moments, say every day morning 10-15 minutes, you are to yourself and you are trying to bring all these dimensions. Acha, today you have opened the business of life, shutter is open. You make me to deal with my family. Then you make me to deal with the field of profession. Then in the evening also you make you to deal with my friends. Please ensure that I remember you. Don't just desert me and make me to feel I am there only, you are not there. This every day we have to hammer. We will forget. But by hammering this on a daily basis, out of 100 transactions, one we may be able to bring. That can slowly become 2 and 3. So every day morning we spend about 10 to 15 minutes exclusively for ourselves. Chant Ram Nam or any name you feel to quieten the mind. Then this dialogue. Please, you are there. I can understand in the form of consciousness, in the form of life principle. There for getting clarification, you can bring in the heart beats not because of me. The blood circulates not because of me. Digestion takes place not because of me. Breathing takes place not because of me. If these 4 are not there, I am not there. It can be named as life force. You are there in the form of life force. So these are all verifiable points. Not that somebody said and you have to believe.
We have to remind ourselves in the morning.
You are there. You are there with me, you have been with me. Now I become clear. It is there because you are doing it. I feel my pulse. Tuck, tuck, tuck. I can feel it, I can verify it. I can move my limbs. I know. If the blood circulation is not there, it will not move. So you are there in this form. And later on we will also try to understand. We know that we are seeing. We know that we are looking. All our senses are working. We know that they are working. We can see our body. We can feel our thoughts. Good thought, bad thought, constructive thought, destructive thought, elevating thought, depressing thought. No? We name it. That means we are away. Somebody in the naming authorities, the naming entity is different. So like that, every day 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we try to detach yourself from the assumed personality to your original self. So that when you say he is with me, he has been with me, it is not a statement we are telling. It is an affirmation of the truth which you have been blessed with to have a glimpse into it. Affirmation. Definitely necessary, this affirmation.
சுவாமிஜி இது சாதனா தானே ஆக்சுவலா பாட்டு பாடும்போது அகைன் சொல்ற மாதிரி இப்படி டெய்லி பண்றதும்
ஆமாம் டெய்லி சாதனாதுன்னு அதுதானே. What she said was, during our, we used to hear those musicians, normally. Every day morning, they may be in the stage, thousands of people may come, but they will be doing sadhana every day to keep it in disorder. So every day morning, they will also religiously do that at home in their place, sadhana. So sadhana, then we can understand the sadhana is a regular practice by which we get attuned to that. But normally spiritual aspirant devotees make the sadhana, by sadhana they mean trying to become aware of the spirit within us. So here the last process is, that is, kindly think about this. This reaction is mine, okay?
Correct.
You say something, I don't like it. Reaction is mine. But the awareness of it is yours. This reaction comes from the individual, and the individual exists because of you only. So don't shirk your responsibility, You bring him into the picture. And mysteriously the guidance will come. It cannot be spelt out. It will be like this, it will be like that. The moment we bring him into the picture, mysteriously it will come out. Spontaneously it will come out. It's a tough job. So it cannot be practiced in the workplace only.
This morning thing has to be done.
Morning. Then, as she said, trying to bring in this dimension in anything and everything we do. Anything and everything. Tough job, not an easy job. Because this was not given to us for reasons unknown to us when we were in the impressionable age. So many concepts came about spirituality, God, our goal of life, everything. 99% our parents would have said, you study well, score marks, get a good placement, improve your comforts, get a good life partner, settle your life, bring children, bring it. These are all the ways by which. Never they utter about the inward journey, the one which is making us to talk, make an effort to know about him. No. That is why we are all struggling. Because we have defined our life through in so many ways. And one fine morning, when we meet a guru, when we happen to go through a scripture, we try to understand this. By that time, our stock is piling up. No, we cannot go against that. So the tug of war. It is a tough job, but the moment we get committed, mysteriously the guidance will come. That is 100% sure. 100%.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Swamiji, I went to Kanangad for 4 hours today.
Yeah.
Kanangad for 4 hours.
Huh?
He went to Kanangad for 4 hours today.
So what is the mystery? What is the mystery of maintaining equanimity in the midst of chaos?
He's saying, what is the mystery of maintaining equanimity in the midst of chaos?
We will not be able to keep up the equanimity if we stand from our own norms and standards. Everyone has got rights and wrongs, likes and dislikes. From that platform, when we react, very difficult. But when we try to recognize that everyone, like you have defined the rights and wrongs, they have also defined rights and wrongs. Then these 3 steps you will take. Pause. Suppose there is a traffic jam. You have to reach, but the vehicle will not give you space. And another one comes and takes this thing. You can also shout. You can also stop and justify all those actions. But you will be pause moment. We have seen with our eyes in Bangalore, when we were driving, very testing and trying, pa. So the person who was driving, he went, stop, you go. Everywhere you'll see. Then one person, stop, you go. Otherwise, so that means they may have their own urgency. You are sitting here and watching and telling that they are ignoring us. They are selfish, self-centered, all those things. He may have his own priorities. You don't know that. So when you try to recognize their priority, then 1 or 2 or 3, then God will test whether you have passed the test. Then somebody stops, you go now. Even 3 days back, when we went out, 2 or 3 days, we saw that. Somebody said, you go first. You also give space. So the giving space to others, probably we can define equanimity means giving space to others. Even if we fail in 50, we might succeed in 10 or 15. 100% it may be difficult, agreed. But when we start tasting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and automatically, there are many persons, even youngsters, they used to have this sober attitude. Nowadays, to drive through a town, it's a tough job. When you go to a shop, so many people will come. You might be having some urgency. However much you say, he may not hear. You will lose your temper. Not that you mean anything bad. But at that time, if this comes to you, your body language, your way of expression, everything will have a telling effect. Samatvam yoga muchyate. So this equanimity is yoga. Yoga means one with God.
So I'm in line and I'm waiting and somebody breaks the line.
He says, I am in line,
Ah.
I am waiting, and if somebody breaks the line.
Yes. Technically, you are absolutely right. You can say you should not do it. But a spiritual aspirant will do, don't do it. I will give you my space. I will go back. You understand he must be having some urgency. And when you do that, the goodness in him is touched. Because you don't mean anything bad. But you are telling it doesn't go well. When everybody is standing on the queue, on queue, you cannot just go that. But all that I can do is I can give and I can go back again. This is how we tackle. Recognizing others, equally. Spirituality does not mean limiting them to some deity, some ritual, some shastras. No. He is very much with us in the form of creation. Every moment he is before our creation. Before us in the form of creation. So how to deal with the creation? That is the test. Normally, when the moment we say spiritual or worldly, we limit them to a particular situation, a time, place, some conditionings. And rest of the things are non-spiritual, worldly. No. Everything is spiritual. Even if I fail, I must keep on hammering this. I fail, agree, my old habits do not permit me. But I must, please help me to establish that the spirit is there in not only in me, in anything that I come across. And you are providing me a field to test. If the field is not there, how will I get tested? I will be thinking that I am spiritual.
Sometimes when somebody does something not so dharmic, I will say it is good to not hate this person.
He says when somebody does something which is not dharmic, it is not dharmic. Suppose somebody does something adharmic, then it is better not to hate that person.
Out of immaturity, out of ignorance he is doing it, but you can take stern action without any harboring any ill will.
Say again, what?
You may have to take stern action. Suppose you are a police officer. Somebody does something wrong. You will not say, God is doing it, I will leave. No. You will take stringent action. But heart of heart, you are providing a field for me. And you will be, as a human being, you will be humane to him. But at the same time, you will be strict in your discharge of your duties.
I do not want to.
That is called.
I don't want to be a policeman.
Dharma, I meant in a policeman. Not only policeman. Suppose
I was a teacher. That was close enough.
Even a teacher needs,
He said I was a teacher and that was close enough.
I will tell you, when you say teacher, in one school, he's a good teacher. So, he's a very strict disciplinarian. So, one boy was always coming late. Suppose the bell is 10 o'clock, means the boy will be by 10, 15, 10, 20, like that. Everybody is allowing. So this is a strict person. So he said, if you come 10 minutes late, you will not be allowed to sit in the class tomorrow. The boy did not say anything. Next day, this teacher, he goes for a morning walk. At that time, he took a different route. Somehow. As he was proceeding, he saw a boy in a cycle doing cycling and then stopping at every house, putting some, then he watched newspaper he was putting. Then he looked at the boy, same boy. Then he realized why he is late. About 6 o'clock or 6:30 or something, this boy is delivering the newspaper to many houses. Then he could understand he must go back, have a bath, and then rush up to the school. He must be assisting his parents to make both ends meet. And the boy was so great that he did not say anything. And on that day, he was there at exactly 10 o'clock. Then he called that boy, apologized. Even then at that time, the boy did not say, I was done doing this. The teacher learned many things from the student. So many. Even we had, it was not that time, we witnessed, but we were there at that time. We were all studying in a school far off from the main road, 8 kilometers from our house. And at best, if we get the bus, we can skip 4. Rest of the 4 kilometers, we have to do the walking. The bus that takes, so brother was appearing for his matriculation examination. We all go there, no? On that particular day, this 8 kilometers, no? Bus missed. So he started running. Because unlike today, they are very strict. If you are not there at 10 o'clock, the examination hall finished. You will not be permitted. 1 year goes. No explanation. So you walk, running. It is a terrain like, up, down, and no tar road. We are talking about 1958. So then when he reached, it must have been 10:15 or 10:20. And the chief examiner, our assistant headmaster, Abdullah Master by name, he is a very strict disciplinarian. He was the chief examiner. So tension started building up in my brother. In spite of running these, 8 kilometers, you will not be allowed. Frustration. But as he was reaching the examination hall, this Abdullah Master came out, looked at him, went there, brought a glass of water, and when brother came, patted on his back. Only 15 minutes have gone, don't worry. Question papers are easy. You will do well. Take this water. Though discipline is there, humaneness should also be there. No? If it is a habit, he will not discourage. But he can visualize all those things. The boy is at no fault. And under the accepted norms, he can deny him. That means he will be denied of 1 year. But he was gracious. And even after brother left, we had 1 more year in that school with him. And always very, very loving, but very strict. And when he got transferred as a headmaster to a nearby school, everybody was crying. And during our some collection anniversary, we went to him, not for collection. We just wanted to see him and pay our respects. I still remember that the attitude of doctor. Immediately he will put his hand to everybody together. Though strict disciplinarian, a heart with love, teaching us what spirituality is. So these are all things involved in this life. You have to find out the goodness or godliness in anything and everything. Let us not compartmentalize or define that this is spirituality. All these things form component parts of spirituality. goodness, humaneness. They leave a deep impression. No? Even after how many years now, we still remember with gratitude. He comes and stands before us. So when you say sadhana, when you say spirituality, then we try to, God makes us to understand that it is not a compartmentalized activity in a specified place with specified people at specified time. No. Because He is with us, He has been with us right from the moment we get up till we retire to bed. We are on the spiritual field. And we are all doing sadhana. But we have not put that word sadhana, that's all. The moment you put that word sadhana, everything gets sanctified. Everything becomes a step towards knowing Him. You may not say that you are trying to know Him, but it comes out in the form of your actions, values. We get a broader dimension or definition about spirituality. Which is the need of the hour. Well, Papa puts it in a beautiful way. Spirituality that cannot be applied in actual life is no spirituality. Spirituality that cannot be applied in actual life is no spirituality. You choose any method to know this, but it should stay with us right from the moment we get up till we retire to bed. We may fail or forget, but your aim is to bring it a part of your life throughout the waking period.
We do our spirituality in the world.
Ne?
We do our spirituality in the world.
We do.
We do.
Correct. Everything. Right from washing your plate, eating and cleaning your table, cooking and serving others. Everywhere we have to bring in this dimension. Drafting out a project, working out an assignment given by your boss, administering your company, anywhere. This should be writ large in your mind. Papa says that word, spirituality that cannot be applied in actual life is no spirituality. We are not to be guided by rituals alone, not to be guided by scriptures alone, not to be guided by masters alone. Because even these three are not there. He has been with us, There is no precondition. These outward factors only try to remind us or point out that which is within us. Just like here we complain, instead of fighting the mind, acknowledge its limitation and surrender. Say inwardly, reaction is mine, accept it. Opposite, okay. Impulsive, without any thought, but the awareness of it is yours. Without that, I will not be able to react. So you are also responsible. You cannot blame me. That sort of attitude towards him. And from Papa's life and teachings, we also understand, apart from this morning sitting, whenever or wherever is possible, especially during the initial period, he spent a lot of time conversing with him. Exclusive. Various aspects. There is a small book called At the Feet of God. You find he has not touched only one aspect. He asks all pertinent questions. You say it is your play, but that is for you to say that, but we are suffering. Like that, no? That intimacy is developed. How can you say you are always blissful when you make your creations miserable? Like that, down to earth questions. When we go through that, we try to understand, oh, this is what Papa expects us as a sadhaka. He should have a daily, regular dialogue. Because so many varied experiences he gives us every day. And by the time I get to stabilize myself, I lose my balance. Unexpectedly, somebody, some object, some situation, some person behave in a different way. And I lose the balance. I would have trained myself, okay, somebody is telling this person is a good person. Sometimes he may forget, sometimes absent-minded. Another person whom you have got great respect, suddenly he jumps at you. You are thoroughly, shattered. So that means we must have the 10 minutes, 15 minutes every day and a retreat, periodical retreats. Because we are very much with the world outside, where varied experiences come and touch us and influence us. So there should be a stock taking every now and then. So as and when you get an opportunity, retire for a day to a place where you are to yourself and you place everything before him. So far you did not have any time to talk to him. He made you to engage yourself fully. So one day you withdraw yourself and then pool your entire this thing in your own way. There is no formality, no protocol. This is another teaching he has taught us. Periodical retreat. Watchfulness, There is an article you can give him tomorrow to sadhakas in Divine Life. There he gives us the point in a condensed form to the sadhakas. There are 2 articles. Every now and then when we go through that, we may not be able to follow 100%. Some clues we may get. And we try in our own way. And we will know that all these things help us.
The plug came out.
All these things will directly or indirectly help us in moving toward this equanimity. All these things. So retiring from activity very often, for a day at least, or to come to a place, any spiritual institutions. That is the mission of the spiritual institution. You have got your own pressure at your field. You come here leaving everything here, and the institution takes care of all your requirements. You are free here. You can take stock of everything. That is why probably he has prompted us now to have 1 day mauna for every month. Second Sunday of every day, every month, we have got this mauna. We all join. We are also involved in activities. We all join. 1 day exclusively, we have some clues, but it is left to us. No, we will not talk to anybody, we will not react to any incident. We are going through a process by which one trying to tame the mind, to put it one at a time,
Yes,
and to
it's 1 day a month.
1 day a month, second Sunday. So when you go back, you can try to practice that. And like-minded people also can join. We can give you what we are observing.
I'll take it out and give it. It's up only.
No. You can give you, when you go, at the time of giving prasad, you just remind us. We will give you a copy of the process, Not that you should follow that. It may give you some idea.
Tomorrow with the article you can give it. Along with the article itself, I can give it to him.
That will help. And these things came mysteriously, that's what we are telling. Not that somebody told us. All these things are happening mysteriously. That means he is guiding us and slowly refining us. This is the place where we sit in the morning one day. Gents used to sit here, ladies used to sit there. Nowadays we have changed. Why should they be denied of this? So afternoon, gents will go there, ladies will come here. They may sit anywhere. There are benches also there. Nobody will talk. There are about 7 or 8 sessions. After each session, there will be a bell and somebody will come and show you the placard, that's all. Oh, now it is a sitting session. Suggestion is that you watch your own thoughts. Another session, you chant, you try to hear your own chanting. Another session, you watch your own breathing. Another session, you watch your senses working, like that, no? And walking. There will be 2 walking sessions. One session, you will be watching how the right leg goes up and the left leg goes down. Who does it? So one at a time. All these things will help us to train our mind to concentrate on one at the exclusion of other. And the next walking session will be, we will be trying to hear the falling of the leaf, or chirping of the birds, or the wind, about which we were not at all aware. So mind becomes so passive by evening that after 2 or 3 hours, it will be able to hear this. And there is a writing session. You half an hour you write, half an hour, 45 minutes you write Ramnam, for example. One at a time, no? One at a time. So everything is concentrated. Then Seva. These are all the work done by our participants. You see, broomstick. Each one will do this without talking and tying and keeping it. The idea is not to make a broomstick. We are trying to train our mind to concentrate on one. Such a mind. Now it is turbulent, going here and there. But such a mind, when it gets slowly tamed and trained to concentrate on one, with that, when we go inward, our passage will become smoother. Hurdles will be less.
Mobile is not allowed. We don't use.
We won't say it is not allowed. We say, please, because the purpose is not to get disturbed. Please avoid using mobiles. Tone of the language also will be different. No military rule. We don't belittle the importance of mobile. Some urgent news, no? For example, somebody went from Bangalore to attend a Vipassana program, 10 days, where you are not supposed to do anything. But one particular incident happened where he has to be contacted. Somebody fell down, lost consciousness, he had to be taken to the hospital. So when another friend came to know, he immediately contacted the Vipassana people, got him on the line, immediately he moved away from the Vipassana and attended to the work. So there may be some instances, we can't say that. So the participants, suppose somebody is needed and somebody comes and says they got a telephone call, we will not say, no, he is in the Mauna, he cannot come. He will be silently, without disturbing others, he will be informed, he can go. Discipline should not be at the cost of humaneness. These are all parts of spirituality. Whatever we have discussed now. Because he is there, everybody, in everything, Just to understand him, not in the way in which we understand him, but the way in which he expresses through various reactions. We are trying to, he is there, he is there, he is there. So not only elevating moments, trying moments, testing moments. And with this background, when we go through the Shastras or anything, our teachers, our masters teaching, otherwise we would have read the master teaching, we would not have understood. We would not have understood like that. Because we have again in the mind, there is a partition there. This is spiritual, this is worldly. Unless and until this demolition takes place, the tussle will be there. So now we try to, he is trying to make us understand that spirituality means it encompasses anything and everything that is happening. And as a human being, you have been given the, what do you call, freedom to choose, to enjoy spirituality in everything, or to feel grumbling, complaints, fixed notions, assertions. And with this background, when you look at the lives of the masters, you will find how they are comfortable with everybody in everything, under any circumstances.
It seems like it would be difficult to be a guru.
Eh?
He says it seems like it would be difficult to be a guru.
Why should we think that guru is not necessary? Everybody is a guru. To say that we need one guru, that's all. Everybody is a guru. We don't know that. To make us know that we need first one guru, Adi Guru, who comes in the form of a human being or in the form of something else. Mostly human being for us. It is through him we try to understand this. And when we understand this, we don't get stuck to him, though we revere him. Another mistake we unknowingly committed, we get stuck to him. Papa bluntly says, God does not need an intermediary.
God is a good glue.
Eh?
He's saying God.
He is Guru.
That is a good guru.
Good Guru.
No, good glue.
Glue.
Good glue.
Guru, yeah.
Swamiji, I have one question.
Yes.
Is it okay?
Go right ahead.
I have some ear problem. That is why she's interpreting.
So my question is that when people go somewhere, they read the scriptures, the Ved, the Upanishad, Gita. My question is that all these books were written in a language that none of us understand currently, and if you translate also, the essence is lost to some extent in translation. Also, it depends who's translating. A man, woman, what's the cultural background, the time. So when the books were written, what was the point that they made, and now when it is now, thousands of years later, some evolution or upgradation was required. And how do I believe if somebody is translating for me the book, it's actually the person and not the person who's doing. That's why I'm not able to really read anything, be it in Buddhism or Hinduism or anything. Because you may read, but every time you think of something, the master, whosoever is there, he'll say, no, you don't understand, I will tell you. So if somebody else needs to tell me every time, then there is an intermediate. Either the book is invalid or the way is invalid. How do I then think? Why do I read?
Yeah. This is a common problem faced by everybody. So, unknowingly, unwittingly, as we said, we have partitioned our life.
Yeah.
This is spiritual, this is worldly. And unless and until this clarification comes to us, we will not be able to. So here, fortunately, we won't say other systems are not right, because they are also equally valid. Here, Papa did not go for the usual studies of scriptures. Everything he experimented upon himself as an individual. He was reading, no doubt, but not merely reading, contemplating, assimilating, testing. Everything has to be tested, verified in your own life. So don't be guided by anybody, however great he may be. You hear, okay, you try to verify, and then only it becomes yours. Otherwise, it will not become yours. Though initially we go to the school, we can't verify. Whatever the teacher says, we are accepting it. But during our examination time, what is it that we are doing? We are trying to assimilate and put it in our own way. The teacher will not be there for the exam to assist us. Text will not be there. No? So that is a test given to us whether your assimilation has taken place. Assimilation, that stays with you, not the other one. Similarly, whatever you hear, suppose you take up Bhagavad Gita, one shloka you take, you read in somebody's translation, because as you said, nobody knows, we don't know Sanskrit. So then how to understand that? We make our own attempts. Whether it tallies with whatever that has been given, whether it tallies with our experience, that we have to verify. If it does not tally, we don't condemn. We have not understood, that's all. We will again try to probe deeper and deeper. But 100% we can assure you, the moment you become sincere, mysteriously the guidance will come and you will get an answer, which is authenticated in that particular sloga. Not in the traditional way of accepting the sloga. Because you are verifying it with your own experiencing. When suppose we read the Mandukya Upanishad and hear about this consciousness, okay, master, you can reproduce, okay. But instead of that, he says, what is consciousness? Immediately close the books and try your own way. For example, you know that you are now thinking, no?
Yeah.
You know that you are seeing. You know that you are hearing. You know that you are sitting. What is that knowing principle? Leave everything. You are going within by yourself, and you don't get the answer. You will not get the answer because there is no subject-object. It is only the subject. And at one time, the object, the inquiring stops. But you know that. You come back and then you read the scripture. You will be able to understand it better. Prajnanam Brahma. Easy to say that. But so Papa's method is verifying everything. And he was blunt in telling, don't accept because somebody said. Including himself, he says, just because Ramdas has said, don't accept. If it does not have an inner sanction, don't accept. 100% democratic. So we try to, whenever we hear something, we try to absorb, we try in our own way. Certain times we may fail, certain times we may succeed. Even if we fail, it will be again, we will not leave it like that. I couldn't. Just like, cycling. Half a dozen times you fall down, but you get the balance once and you will never lose it because it has not come from outside, it has come from within. So your own experience. So Shastras are nothing but the revelations of spiritual scientists. Unless we raise ourselves to their level, it will be difficult for us to understand. Anybody can translate. But the real Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, they are all the revelations of the spiritual scientists called Rishis. Just like material scientists come out with the discovery, invention and innovation, they have also brought out everything. So that because why? The moment you try to experience one aspect, that they have put it in an understandable way. That because of which the eye see. But with the same eyes you cannot see that. This is Upanishad, Upanishad. So it cannot come like that. I am seeing, correct. Who is making you to see? Who is making you to see? Then we try to go within. There is a power. There is a power that is making me to see. Oh. What is that power? Again we try to go. So like that, when they delve deep into this, they brought out this in the form of Upanishads. And because we don't know Sanskrit, we need somebody to translate. So we go and some Mahatma will have translated. He would have translated from his angle. It need not necessarily be 100% perfect. From his angle, it is perfect. But something you can take and you start building and you add your own. That is very essential. You add 75% of your own, 25% of what you get from outside. Then you. 7:47. Okay, 4:35. Very nice, very nice, very active. Oh. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Hari Om.